Hello students, the last lesson, framing of constitution and its features, we see only the part 1, that is introduction part. What is constitution? Constitution means Savidhan. So a system of government want to govern a country with a systematic collection of rules, that is constitution. And we see the importance of constitution, and constitution is the basic and important document, or so different types of laws of the government are based on the constitution, and our country's constitution and laws should be subjected to relevant provisions, and it is the superior to all the laws of the country, and it gives the periodical change to the requirement of the people's aspiration, expectation and interest, as well as the emotion which are high. That is the reason of constitution is known as live and basic government, and it is the importance of constitution. And we see the framing of constitution. The process of framing of constitution, the British government handed the cabinet mission, handed our country to our Indian government with the cabinet mission of 3 members to find out a solution to the questions of India's independence. On the basis, our cabinet commission was constituted, and also the structure of the constitution also decided. Constitution Assembly comprised totally 385 members. In the assembly, different types of various members from different religion, caste, gender and people from various geographical diversification, political representatives and experts from various sectors were included. So many national leaders were included in the Constituent Assembly, and women representatives also in the Constituent Assembly. Some important names are Sarojini Naidu, Vijayalakshmi Pandit, etc. And the president of our Constitution Assembly is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and the chairman of the Constituent Assembly, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, appointed a drafting committee to draft the constitution, analyzes the constitution. And all over the Constituent Assembly conducted 166 sessions and spread over a year, 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. Members of the assembly discussed every part of the document, threadbare, each and every detail of its provisions, keeping in concern the matters of the constitution of different countries. It declares every part of the document, every part of the laws clearly, and keep in concern with the matters of constitution and also of the different countries. Constitution of different, it analyzes our constitution, important documents with other countries. And there are 295 articles and 8 appendices were amended. After the amendments, with 395 articles and 9 appendices were framed. On 26th November 1947, our constitution was passed in the Constituent Assembly. After passing the constitution in 1950, 26th January, our constitution came into existence and declared as a republic nation. Our India declared as a republic nation. After that, every year we celebrate our Republic Day on 26th January as a great favor. We have national emblem with 4 lions and national slogan with Satyameva Jayate. And the constitution provides, it includes every citizen gets the citizenship and gets the rights, all rights, and conform with the duties of the people, directive principles of the state policy, and it unites the union and state relations, and it collects elections and emergency provinces at the emergency time. It clears some provisions in our nation. So the Constitution of India is the most detailed and elaborated national document. Now we see in the second part what is preamble. What is preamble? Preamble is the core and the important of Constitution. संविधान का बहुत ज़रूरत है. The Constitution is a most important part and have the something to give to the every citizen. Give every citizen's rights, duties, So preamble is the core and an important part of Constitution. Core means a most important part of core. What is core? A most important part of something that was written in the document of Constitution. So our Indian Constitution begins with preamble. What is preamble? An introductory statement, that is a written document that was notified in the Constitution. So whatever the words written in the preamble highlights of the soul of the Constitution is very important for our country. Here we see the Constitution of India. Preamble. I say now, preamble means a written document. In a written document, what were given in the document? We, the people of India, have solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all citizens. So what's the meaning of solemn? We the people of India. What is meaning of solemn? We now see about the solemn. Please note down the meanings solemnly. Satyanishthita, that means grave. The grave resolved to constitute our India into sovereign. What is sovereign? The power that a country has to control its own government. Sampravutta. Then socialist. Socialist means samajik. Secular. What is mean by secular? Not having any connection with religion. And also the democratic republic. Democratic means Jantantra. Republic, Ganatantra. So these are all to secure all the citizens of our India. Then justice, social, economic and political. Justice. In the laws of our country have social, economic and political. Then liberty. What is meant by liberty? Liberty means freedom. We have freedom of thought and the feelings where gives expressions, then beliefs, faith and worship. We have the liberal freedom of thought and gives expressions, belief, faith and worship. So in our India we have so many liberty, so many freedoms. We do not only in our India have liberal freedom. We compare with another countries. There is no one country have different types of thoughts, expressions, beliefs, faith and worship. In India only have different types of religions, caste and different variety of peoples were seen in India. Then equality of status and of opportunity. So every citizen of India have same equal rights, not at all the rich or poor, and to promote among them all. Then next, fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. So what is mean by fraternity? A group of people. What is mean by fraternity? a group of people who have the same job or interest, they can assure the dignity. They can show a dignity in individual power with their individual power, and they can unity. They can unite the public. They can create with the integrity of the nation. Then next, in our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adapt. First of all, hereby adapt in 26th day of November 1949. Then the Constituent Assembly enact their power and to give ourselves this constitution. First of all, they adapt the power, then they enact the power and give to ourselves. That means we are the public. Ourselves to this constitution. After that, the preamble remained unchanged till 1976. Till 1976, preamble remained unchanged. After that, in 1976, the words socialist, secular, unity and integrity of the nation were added. In the preamble, some of the words socialist, secular, unity and integrity of the nation were added. What is socialist? Socialist means in the Samajik. Secular, not having any connection with religion. Unity means, what is unity? Secular, not having any connection with religion, and unite with everyone, each part of the people, to unite as an Indian, and integrity of the nation. Unity and integrity of the nation. Integrity of the nation means uniting the different things of the nation. Were added in the preamble. Then next, the preamble verbalized the fundamental objectives of the constitution. That means aims, ideas and principles. Aims means some important powers that we can achieve in the future for our country. Then ideas, we have different types of thoughts that spread in our country. Then we realized and exist in the social field. Then some principles. So these are the principles. What are the principles are there? So how to create our India, how to achieve our goal, how to get our independence fulfilled. So these are the principles were added in the preamble. That means in our fundamental objectives of the constitution. So therefore, the preamble straightway gives a clear insight of the rule of welfare. So these are the fundamental objectives, gives a clear insight of the rule of welfare. So preamble reflects the constitution framers of psyche. Psyche means manas, humans. So the preamble reflects the constitution framers of humans. Then psyche means humans, manas. The next, importance of preamble. What are the importance of preamble? The preamble of a soul of the constitution is an important necessity. We see in the last page. To understand the framing of any law or its interpretation, that means interpretation means vyakya. Then preamble gives the proper guidance. In the Constitution Assembly and the fundamental objectives of the constitution, the preamble gives proper guidance to the people. Then to understand the policy, first every people to understand the policy of the fundamental rights behind the framing of any law. कोई भी कानून Behind of framing any law, first to understand the policy, then preamble plays an important role. Preamble plays an important role. The preamble is a useful tool to avoid the trouble in the interpretation of the constitution. Interpretation means vyakya. So the preamble is a useful tool to avoid the trouble in the interpretation of the constitution. When any ambiguity or obscure details in law arises, preamble helps in understanding and interpreting the law. That means, so if any law that can be understood, something can be understood in more than one way, or otherwise some difficult to see or understood, so laws could be get cleared, or otherwise it difficult to see or understand. So at the time preamble helps in understanding and interpreting the law. So ambiguity means ambiguity or obscure. So something can be understand in one or more way, or obscure means it should be difficult to see or understand. So at the time preamble helps to clear the understanding and interpreting the law, and it serves as a compass to understand the provisions of constitutional laws. Preamble is nation's unity, integrity, and is the standard crust of brotherhood among citizens who are having noble sentiments and ideals. So preamble is backed by high ideals and goals. High ideals and goals. So preamble unites and integrates the nation, and also stands with the brotherhood relationship among citizens, those who are having noble sentiments and ideals. So it is backed by high rich ideals and goals. Then we see about the pillars of preamble. Pillars of preamble. So what are the pillars of the preamble? Some words were inscribed in the line, that is sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, liberty, fraternity and equality. Sovereign, the power that a country has to control its own government, that is sampravutta. Socialist, that is samajitva. Secular, not having any connection with any other religion. Democratic, Jantantra. Republic, Gantantra. Justice, Kanun. Liberty, freedom. Fraternity, a group of people, those who are having same job or interest. And equality is the same, that means all the peoples are equal in our India. So these are the pillars of our preamble. Then we see the democracy. What is democracy? Jantantra. So the ultimate sovereignty of power is with the people according to Indian constitution. So main majority, that is the total power of the people, those who are living in India, we are all Indians. So this is the sovereignty of our India's power. So there is no particular regime of any particular person, instead it is with the people. So there is no particular system of government for any particular person, instead it is with the people. So every leader should be elected with a particular rules. That means every leader of our country should be elected with the system of election. So democracy, the word is derived from the Greek word demos, means people. Demos means people and kratos means power. The people has the power. The only power of India is the people. So the people can elect any person as a leader of our country. So country's power is not within a group of people. Instead, It is within the people of the country. It not at all contained with a group of people. It all over the people of country. So democratic state administration is such an arrangement in which there is equal justice for people to social, economical and political, and having equal rights of participation. So to participate in any field, so every people has the equal justice into social, economical and political. So those who are willing, they can elect the leader of the country in the election movement. Or our state democratic state administration as a such arrangement, there is equal justice for people. Then in democratic India, people elect their leader. I already told about you, people can elect their leader with their own opinion through their choice by casting vote to represent those leaders in the parliament, and therefore thereafter assuming the post of prime minister and his or her cabinet. Then executives do not have absolute powers. The framers has the power, absolute power, but executors do not have the absolute power. They are given specific time limit. Similarly, the voters elect state and local level government. So the voters can elect the state and local level government. Hence, democracy means, please note down, people elect their leaders through their choice by casting votes to represent those leaders in the parliament, assuming the post of prime minister and cabinet. Then, which has not have absolute power? Executives. Okay. Then, the voters can elect the state and local level government. Now, we know about the democracy. Democracy means by the people, for the people and of the people. So the cabinet consists of so many members of parliament. Cabinet of ministers is the responsible to the parliament. The parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Any citizen of India who possess required constitutional eligibility, those who are having the eligibility to rule the country, can contest the election. Those who are willing and those who are having the eligible power, they couldn't get afraid to rule the nation. They think and get their own ideas and create our India to compare with other country. Like that now at present our Narendra Modi gives so many different ideas, yojanas. They create so many low level public also create their evaluate power to start any business for collecting the government fund as a loan. So eligible man or woman can contest the election. Who possess required constitutional eligibility can contest the election. Ministerial positions are not acquired hereditary. Every elected government has 5 years of tenure. They can rule all over 5 years in the country. This government works under the principle of the constitution, and therefore it is known as responsible government. The democratic country is based on liberty, equality and feeling of fraternity, and continuously work to achieve these goals. So the democratic government is based totally on the liberty, freedom, equality and feeling of fraternity. That means those who are willing, they can create a group, or those who are willing to create a job or any interest to continuously work to achieve the goals. Then the constitution disseminates the power to people to cast their vote according to their free will with their own opinion, and thereby instills confidence in the constitution. So we are the people have to give our vote. Those who are in the elected member, those who are so those who are in the elected members or they can give the proper way to rule the state or country. So every people has the right to give the correct voting to elect the leader of the India. So the Constitution of Democratic India renders fundamental rights, principles for political directions, Parliament, Member of Assembly, independent and impartial justice and election commission are those provisions which make our country democratic in every means. At every part, democratic, our country get democratic in the way of clearing the fundamental rights, principles of political directions, Parliament and also the Member of Assembly, independent and impartial. There is no more partiality in the justice and election commission. So these are the provisions to make our country democratic. Adult suffrage means the citizen above 18 years of age can give his or her vote to one's choice of leaders without discrimination. There is no more discrimination in caste, creed, religion, language, gender, education and income or workplace. So we can give the free vote. That means good feeling, good thought of feeling that in the opposite person, those who are get to lead our nation is a perfect person. We thought that the person is a good nature and he or she can hold the position to rule the nation. Then we can give the proper choice to elect the person. So it is essential that the citizen are enlisted in the electoral list.